hard to think what Subaru could do to improve the popularity of the Outback. The current generation model is easily the highest selling version ever, but as sure as dessert follows dinner, it's time for a midlife update. And this is it, the 2018 Subaru Outback, and it's seen a bunch of little adjustments and changes to help keep it fresh. It might be hard to pick up from the outside, so how about I stop and show you what I'm talking about. There have been plenty of subtle adjustments to the styling, including a new grille, new bumpers, new headlights, including adaptive LEDs and auto high beam on high-spec models like this one, and there are redesigned wing mirrors that cut wind noise. The model you see here is the 2.5i Premium, which is at the midpoint of the range. There are plenty of options for buyers then, so make sure you check out our full review on carsguide.com.au to see which one we think is the pick of the bunch. First, let's take a look inside because there have been some changes there as well. In this spec, it looks a little bit more premium, which is good because this is the 2.5i Premium model. There are some new materials that have been used throughout the cabin, including a bit of piano black here and there and some new stitching, including on the dashboard, and it does make it feel a bit more posh. I'm a big fan of these new digital climate control knobs. They've got a display inside them that tells you the temperature. It's a bit like an Audi, really impressive. There's a new, bright, impressive-looking 8-inch touchscreen media system, which has sat-nav in the high-spec models. In the lower-spec models, you get a 6.5-inch screen with no nav. But every Outback comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a big bonus. And the system is super easy to use, even though the old one wasn't all that bad. The back seat has been improved too, with a pair of USB ports in a center console, which is going to be great for families on road trips. Plus, there are dual ISOFIX and 3 top tether points if you do have younger children. If you plan to take adults with you, like myself, I'm 6 foot and I can sit behind my own driving position really comfortably. Good knee room, good toe room, and good headroom. Plus, everything is where it should be. You've got fold down armrest with cup holders, and there are bottle holders in all 4 doors as well. A lot of buyers choose the Outback because it offers a more wagon-like space than some of its rival SUVs, and with 512 litres of space, it's hard to argue against that logic. And if you need even more room, folding down the back seats will give you 1,801 litres of cargo space. If you actually plan to go to the Outback, you'll appreciate that every Outback model has a full-size alloy spare under the boot floor. So it's a very family-friendly thing, but mums and dads should also know that it comes packed with safety equipment. The entire range has Subaru's EyeSight safety kit, which uses a pair of cameras mounted on the windscreen and can warn the driver of pedestrians or cars, braking the car if it needs to, now up to 50 k's where it used to be 30. Plus, there is lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control with brake light recognition, and the top models get a new forward view camera and auto high beam headlights. There have been quite a few changes to the way the car drives too, and the most noticeable are in this petrol 4-cylinder model. There have been changes to the transmission and the engine in this car, where the drivetrains in the diesel and 6-cylinder petrol models haven't been changed at all. The 2.5 litre engine has been tweaked for better response and better economy, while the transmission has been fiddled with as well. They want to make it so it feels like you've got a little bit more power than you do when you suddenly put your foot down. And as a result, it is better to drive than the previous 2.5i, there's no doubt about that. When you do put your foot down, it does push you back in your seat just a little bit, which is better than it was. The steering has also been adjusted for better response, and it is better than it was before. You can feel that it has just a little bit more directness to it, particularly at higher speeds. And if you're coming to a stop, the braking control has been improved as well. There's better pedal feel, and that means better peace of mind. The suspension on all Outbacks has been tweaked a little bit as well. Subaru says they were trying to reduce the amount of push-up from the road, so essentially make it ride a bit smoother. And it does ride a little bit smoother, but it's hardly noticeable compared to the previous one. Subaru may not have needed to make all these changes to its impressive Outback model, but I tell you what, they've been worthwhile. In 2.5i Premium, guys, this is a much improved model and one that's sure to attract plenty of SUV buyers. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also check out carsguide.com.au for all the latest news and reviews.